So you feel like it's hard for you to open up in general, or
No, you can ask me anything and I will tell you the truth.
even to somebody you don't know?
I feel like strangers understand you more than your friends would.
That's not for that.
I
Shit.
feel like it's easier talking to a stranger than to talk to your
I ain't gonna
friends.
lie, I can't agree with that, man. I feel like telling people too much, especially when I don't know them, that's
What
too
about
much
like
weapons on you.
therapists though?
Huh?
A therapist, you
I
don't know
ain't
your.
never talked to no
But I'm just
therapist.
saying, like for that
Okay, but what
example
if
though.
you ain't gonna see them ever again?
Yeah.
You just say, okay, say for instance, you waiting at the bus stop and somebody come and talk to you because they waiting for the bus too.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all just make conversations and y'all have a heart to heart. And then it's like they get on the bus stop and never see you again. Like they
I get
can't
what you're saying.
weaponize that against you.
Yeah,
I
that's true.
I actually do get what you're saying. It's just not something that I'm too into. It's like you said, the boundaries. Like when I'm talking to somebody I don't know, we're staying completely on the outside. We're never going inside.
Yeah.
Like we're not gonna get into stuff like if we go to talking about basketball, football, that's all we finna talk about. But
Yeah.
as far as like, hey, how many kids you got? How many brothers and sisters you got? And all this and that. And what's your no, we ain't doing
Yeah,
that.
that's going in too deep.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
think
like,
so.
you don't gotta like tell somebody your personal life, like a stranger
I
your
don't think
personal
so.
life. I get it from like both perspectives. Like I get it, you can see somebody on a bus, going on the bus, and you won't even think about it tomorrow. But then like you go to the bar. I get it though. Like you go to the bar, you could talk to somebody, and then you just probably don't feel like telling them your business. But
The bar is more of a social setting to where you're supposed to do it. But I'm at
you don't have to do it
have
though.
you
to.
don't you don't have to, but
do
it's
it.
kind of like why am I here then?
But then like you at the bus stop, you don't have to do it, but you do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
But like
a bar is more of an outing. The bus is more like, man, we just trying to get to point A,
but you can
point B.
still tell them your personal life without seeing them again though.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing with nothing that's said. I'm just saying that the settings of where you're going, like the bus stop, is more like, man, I'm just trying to get to this high, man. I'm just trying to get to point A to point B. You go to the bar, you're trying to socialize. That's an intentional setting. To go to the bar and not say nothing is kind
So
of
you
like
would go like personal with somebody like at the bar?
I would go with somebody.
No, go
No,
personal.
like would you tell somebody some personal shit at the bar compared to at the bus stop?
Oh, I would have a conversation, but it probably won't be as personal. It'd be more of like if I'm trying to get to know somebody, I'm gonna give them a piece, but it's not gonna be no big ass piece. It's gonna be a piece that's good enough to get you at a comfort level and stuff like that, where we can have a conversation. Because I'm trying to socialize, but getting deep, deep, deep. Now we got to get on the phone and stuff like that. As far as stuff like that, and that person have to give me like because when you talking with somebody right then and there, you just you can't really learn too much about a person right there, especially at a bar, club, whatever, and it's loud and stuff. It's initial attraction or this person on what I'm on, and then we keep it pushing. We call each other on the phone. That's where we get more personal. But right there
You
is
don't know the
like,
person regardless, bus stop or bar though. So I feel like no matter what you say, like it just depending like on your intentions though. Like at the bar, you feel me? But you don't know them at the end of the day. So the conversation go either or. Next day you could probably forget like you don't even remember talking to somebody at the bar,
Yeah.
unless you get that. Let me get your number, let me get your Instagram, let me get your you feel me? So either or. It's like
yeah, I'm agreeing with that.
Yeah, I mean, I relate to what you guys are saying, but like my whole cutoff is I can't talk to people or say things to people who I don't know. Like I've always looked at people weird when they come and try to trauma dump. I'ma still talk to you and be like, but in my head I'm like, something's wrong with this nigga, bro. Like you just laying it on, and it's like, bruh, I don't know you,
Yeah,
And I'll even give you an example. I've known this nigga for 2 years. We didn't even get close till like this year. Like we've been hooping, and I always see this nigga. What's up, nigga? Shake his hand, keep it pushing. But when we started talking about doing a podcast and we started doing basketball highlights and all this stuff, we developed a better relationship. So it's like, all right, we talking. I see he's genuine, so I naturally open up and I start expressing myself. But before that, it would have just been, all right, nigga, I see you on the court Monday. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's all levels. Like It's just how, for me, I try to see if people are genuine when they're talking, like the tone of their voice, how they talk, how they basically express themselves, and that shows me a lot about your character.
Yeah.
You know.
But I have things that I do to. I put people on tests all day. They don't even know they on a test because you never know what somebody's gonna do unless they do it. They can say, "Oh, I'm not gonna do this," but anybody can say that when they're not in a situation.
Yeah.
So I have certain things I say to people, and depending on how they respond to it, let me know how far we're gonna go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
people are supposed to have those set aside assessments that are just willy nilly and stuff. You know, have a set of questions or whatever the case may be. See how they answer, and it kind of tell you where their personality is going. You know what I'm saying? Like, give you an idea. If, okay, I can rock with this person. Okay, maybe I can't rock with this person. You know what I'm saying? You know, we ain't even got to agree, but just how you presented yourself, how you answer the question, it tell me, all right, this person kind of cool. Yeah. Or, all right, this person cool, but I never fuck with this person for real type shit. Like, in passing time, yeah, but serious, nah.
Yeah, so like to add in, do you feel like from a woman's perspective, do you feel like you guys are more open to just sharing on a whole, or you're just more like, you're kind of like more logical? Well, I wouldn't say the word logical. More selective with who you decide to share with. Excuse me.
It depends on my mood, to be honest. Like, I'm very selective, so I feel like he said, yeah, I'm very selective because it's like I could go personal, but like, what are you gonna do with that information? Like, but I don't go too personal because it's like I don't know, like, you're not gonna see them. Like, I could tell you some shit. Yeah. What are you gonna do with the information? Like, hey, my dog just died. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That was personal, but like,
and it's hurting you, but the nigga like, damn,
like,
why you told me that?
Exactly. Like, why the fuck you talk? Like, it just depends on my mood, to be honest. That's me. That's my opinion.
And you kind of feel, you sometimes end up feeling a little silly sometimes. I don't know if you ever had that feeling.
It's like, damn, like, I just
told this nigga that shit.
I don't even give a fuck.
What's on your mind, Ray? I see you.
I don't think it has to do with being a woman. I'm gonna speak for myself.
No, that's why I said from a woman's perspective.
But that's the thing. It could be a man and he just do it just cause. I do it just cause. I feel like it don't matter. Like, I'm not gonna see this person again. I actually enjoyed having like deep talks with strangers.
Okay.
It's crazy like how you just meet somebody, you talk to them, you know a little bit of their life, and you just never see them again. It's like, damn.
But when you hit it off like that, doesn't it intrigue, kind of like get your mind wondering, like, damn, like maybe we should stay in contact because you hit it off so well.
It's a little weird.
No, that they're not, because the reason I want to ask, well, okay, let me not jump ahead. Why do you feel comfortable doing that? Because I have my idea.
Yeah.
Because people got their own shit going on, and like, you can't just look at somebody and be like, damn, like, this what the fuck they grew up on. And I don't know, I'm a mental person. I like psychology, so I like getting to know people regardless. And like, people will surprise you when they tell you the shit that they've been through.
Right.
And like, when you find out the shit that they've been through, then you have like an insight of how they think. Like you said, like certain situations, you could tell how a person's character is and stuff. So like, it intrigues me.
Yeah.
It intrigues me.
So my idea, what I think, why it's not even about you. I'm not gonna make it about you. I think people like talking to strangers because a lot of people have a lot of stuff on their mind and they don't have nobody to go to a lot of times. So it's more soothing to a stranger to throw that load on them versus your actual personal people, that because a lot of times people don't have people to go to.
That's true.
So they dump it on a stranger and it's like, I just need to get it off my chest.
I feel like that's true too. And then like, I feel like going to like somebody, you know, like the judgment, you know, a stranger, you're not gonna feel judgment because it's like the stranger, like, but like versus like going to like somebody you like actually know personally, I feel like people be scared of the judgment that it comes with, or the weight, or the baggage, because like, I gotta see you the next day and I just told you this, like,
right,
you know.
But I'm the type of person, I like genuine reactions. And when I know because I even test my homies, I will say some crazy stuff. And if they don't say nothing about what I just said, that's gonna make me be like, and it will make me mad, you know. And I like people to give me feedback because I'm not on that vent and stuff. I don't need the vent. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming to you because I got a problem. I need you to tell me how to fix this. I came to hear your opinion. I came to have a conversation. I don't want to have a monologue. So if I come tell you something and you just sit there like, yeah, all right,
Yeah, I don't like
that shit gonna make me be like, hey, bro, I ain't come here to vent to you, bro.
Yeah.
You better say something, bro. I ain't got, nah, bro. You know, and that's what I use my friends for. That's why I say I'm fortunate for my situation where I can go to my friends, judge me, cause don't sit up here and feel some type of way and hold it to yourself. Cause now that's fake to me.
Yeah.
So whole time you feeling this way about me and you didn't say
didn't
nothing.
say shit.
So judge me harshly. Do not hold nothing back. It may make me feel some type of way at first, but then I'm like, well, this person fuck with me.
They told you the truth, but if they hold stuff back and they judge you, I feel like they was never your friend.
Yeah. I don't like that holding stuff back. I don't like not being judged. I want every single body to judge me because then I won't never. If you don't judge me, I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I could be out here, I'm wilding out, boom, 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 and everybody just looking at me like I'm just normal. But then y'all here, y'all like, man, this nigga is crazy.
Crazy.
And I'm like, damn, so nobody ain't gonna tell me I was tripping?
Yeah.
You feel me? So with that no judging, nah, you better judge me because I resent you for not judging me.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Nah, I get where you coming from though. Like we already talked about this. Everybody has judgments. There's no escaping judgments. That's why when people say I don't judge you, would you do it? So you have a judgment. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's no escaping it. Like when people say, "Oh, you live that lifestyle, I can't." You judging because you wouldn't live that lifestyle. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
You know, we live in a world now where people are we're quick to judge